Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Riftbreaker. So, between episodes, I have been a busy bee, as you might be able to tell from the difference that the base looks like right now. And the majority of what I've done is just progress towards our three main goals. And I've done a lot of research, progressed in the tech tree, and just overall made this base a lot better. We'll go ahead and take the full tour after I get rid of this mine up here. But the biggest issue that I've been running into is that these mines just do not provide enough resources for me to make a large dent into the resources. And I don't know if that's if we should be producing more power and then just
New blueprints are available for
going
crafting.
further into like the ironium or carbonium synthesis, but I feel like those should be more of a like a last resort type of thing. But as you can see on the map, I've defended this area down here all the way up to around here, and there's the wall. So if you look at the wall, it goes all the way around here, all the way up and over here. And currently the only open point we have is this area right here, which is pretty good. I've put a lot of defenses down here. I've put a bunch of storage down here since it's such a large open space that we can actually have it down here. So I have a bunch of storage and ammo factories, which is probably the biggest thing that I need at the moment. Another thing that I've been having issues with is running out of uranium, because pretty much everywhere I go, I had, well, out of all my bases, I had three fusion reactors, these bad boys down here, and these take 4 refined uranium a second. And so they're really uranium hungry. So I was really just running out of that. And this right here is an attempt to get more ironium because that's what has been slowing me down entirely at this point. If you look back up at the other objectives, I have finally gotten our power storage up over 1 million. We are at 1.05 million. And also, if you notice, we have 3 out of the 4 rift stabilizers down. So I have one over here, one over here, one over here, and I have the last spot up here, ready to be placed. But that, oh, it's on the undefended side too. That is so bad. Basically, this entire time, I've just been hoping to not get an attack from that side, because the other sides have all been okay. And here we go with the defense. I am going up here in hopes that I can defend this area from attacks. If it's been like the last couple attacks, that's probably not going to happen. So far, there's nothing up here. All of the defenses down below. We're at those new defenses, which is a good thing. I'm going to come down and see if I can help. Looks like they're just coming in slowly one at a time. Ooh, it's resistant, guys.
Base is under attack.
Let's just get in. And then that's it. Considering where the attack came from, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't awful. I've definitely had worse. Alright, I know this might not seem like a very good decision, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this. And the reason is because it's not on right now anyways. And I'm going to be getting the fusion plant soon, and before I get the last magnetic rift stabilizer. The reason is because I'm having troubles getting large amounts of materials at the moment. So by getting this, I'm hoping that I'll be able to have more power here. That'll charge the batteries back up, and then we don't have to worry about producing the plasma now anymore either. We can do that, which is the most interesting thing at the moment. Okay, everybody. I have finally gotten all the resources necessary to build our very own fusion power plant. That will produce a bunch of power as well as our beloved plasma, which we need a plasma converter for, and I almost have enough. I always do that. I almost have enough ironium already, so we'll just wait a second for this. Not to mention its plasma converter is also still double. But actually, looking at our resources, we're almost out of palladium, so I might have to go back there and check that out. But we finally have our plasma, so we just need to find a way to kick this into the machine. We'll just go this way and around the rock. But that's that. That's going to take a while to refill. But we have 33 ironium per second. We do need that because we still need to build the last magnetic rift stabilizer. And I should probably go around and switch everything back on. Because when we were having power issues earlier, I went ahead and turned off a lot of the stuff that didn't need to be turned on for a little while. That way I would have more power for what does need it. There we go. The plasma converter is now built. Produces 100. That'll be good. And we're still just waiting on that fusion plant to come online. That's local. Why is that local and not connected to the rest? These need to be turned on. It's going to take a bunch of the power, but it'll give us some more ironium production, which we need. Okay, we finally have everything we need for the last magnetic rift stabilizer. So that is now being built. We got 3 minutes for that. And it says deliver supercharged plasma, so it looks like we have to accumulate enough in tanks for it. Because I was going to say this thing only had 100 storage inside, so I guess we just need a pipe network for it. Which is fine, it's no big deal. The only issue now is that because our power is maxed, as you can see here, I don't know if this thing will be producing much normal plasma. Hopefully it is. That would be nice if it does.
A new technology has been
It's
developed.
going to produce 100 supercharged plasma per second. But that's another bunch of researches done. We have more stuff down here. Don't know what we're going to do with all that stuff. But let's check out the crafting. I feel like we've gotten some we have, that's armor plating, so we can craft the better version of the armor plating.
Crafting completed.
That's probably not a bad idea. We have energy sensors, sonic sensors, and we have reflective armor. So if we got reflective armor times 2,
Crafting completed.
that's probably going to help. So let's get tier 2 reflective armor. And let's disassemble the previous term. And then let's disassemble the previous version of armor plating, which will just slightly help out in terms of defenses. We have a whole bunch of different powers. I don't think we'll actually end up using any of them though. We finally have the small minigun, small machine gun. Wish it was the minigun, not the machine gun. That's just more useful in my opinion. And that is the left magnetic rift stabilizer finished.
New technology has been developed. Magnetic stabilizers
Right as we get the better grenade.
On the quantum gate stabilizer. All systems check. Magnetic field stabilized. Quantum magnetron operation.
We are just waiting for the last little bit of supercharged plasma. Just like another second or two. And then we can finally see what happens when this...
That's great. We can move forward with the rest of the preparations.
Alright. Activate.
Ashley, we have finished all of the necessary preparations.
Okay, gosh.
Station power-up sequence.
Yeah. New objective. Prepare for an incoming attack.
Easy, but we're there. It's hard to believe that we're finally approaching the moment of powering up the rift.
We have an attack coming from the east.
Has been developed.
Please keep in mind that once we start the power-up
Roger.
sequence, it is going to need some time to finish. We will have to maintain a stable flow of all of the required resources during that time. The starting charge is only enough to initiate the Rift Station power-up sequence. The energy consumption of the station is going to be extremely high during the entire process. Please make sure that our energy grid can handle that strain before starting the procedure.
I mean, we're almost triple it right now. So I would hope that that's enough. It's not letting me do it. I don't know why. Is there something in here I have to do? I have an attack coming. Maybe it won't let me do it while we have an attack. Let's see how we've played for... I don't know. I don't know what that means. But let's see how many damage... We've inflicted almost 3 million damage. Love that. Well, let's do this defense. This is going to be a rough one, I'm sure. There's no way.
Build up additional reserves of supercharged plasma and coolant in liquid storages. If the Rift Station power-up sequence is interrupted, then we will have to cool off the station and restart the entire process.
We should have enough water. I don't see why we wouldn't. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
the Rift Station is going to emit an enormous amount of high-frequency energy.
Let's upgrade both of those.
Aggravated the local fauna with our actions. These emissions will be going out in a very large radius, so they will alarm all of the potentially aggressive creatures within kilometers of our base. We have to prepare for the strongest attack that we've ever seen. We have to make sure that our base is secured from all directions.
All directions, wonderful. I mean, I can upgrade that again. There's nothing I can do over here, except maybe put some walls here to try and deflect some damage, but there's nothing I can do about that. Let's just go ahead and upgrade all of this again. Oh, wait, I want to put one of these over here. Because to me it sounds like we're going to be running back and forth.
This is going to be our final battle on Galatea 37. Let's make sure that we are ready before we push the button.
Warning! A hostile group of creatures is heading towards our base. Prepare for an incoming attack.
But here they come. This is going to be a very, very laggy and very, very long battle, I feel like. But, so far, so good. We just have to wait until we start getting the enemies that we can't deal with. Yes, up there. I mean, I'm going to try and defend it. It's a good way to thin some of the enemies out before they get down to my base.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Especially if there's going to be a whole bunch of the rock dudes. I mean, this isn't the attack for this. So it's not necessarily going to be a super strong attack. But, I mean, there's just a ton of these rock guys right now, which is totally fine with me. Out of all the enemies, I'm fine with rock guys. I'm not fine with the bullet guys, because they are a pain to deal with. And by rock guys, I mean the rock guys that are resistant to bullets. I don't mind the ones that are resistant to explosives. Or the other way around. If they're the ones that are immune to explosives are a real pain.
Wall destroyed.
Oh yeah, they're getting hit hard down there.
Under attack. An energy connector has been destroyed. A tower has been destroyed.
Yep, they're getting hit pretty hard down there. I'm trying to keep the top safe. Let's get a nuke out there. And this is where the attack starts to get a little ridiculous. Because this is what the main base is actually defending against right now. So get another nuke out. Nukes are the best way to deal with those rock guys. Yeah. This is starting to get a little too overwhelming for me to take on by myself. Although it's pretty strong testament to show just how strong the Mr. Riggs is. Because if it wasn't for Mr. Riggs, I'm sure the base would be destroyed multiple times over.
An energy connector has been destroyed.
A new technology has been
Although we
developed.
are almost out of
Upgrades are
rockets.
available for crafting.
What about walls?
Although that was a really good nuke there. I'm gonna get the minigun out a little bit because I'm running out of flamethrower ammo.
Base is under attack.
Alright. I'm going to let these guys come back down and I'm going to start helping out at the base. These guys will eventually come back down to the base, so I don't feel the need to worry about them too much.
Our portals has been destroyed.
That was a nuke I didn't mean to launch.
One of our buildings has been destroyed.
Oh my goodness. These attacks are always so ridiculous. I'm out of rockets. Come on, let me heal, let me heal, let me heal, let me heal.
One of our energy connectors has been destroyed.
Come on, come on. I am running out of ammo, which I did not expect since I placed a whole bunch of extra factories down.
A building has been destroyed.
Minigun's doing some good work right now, that's for sure.
Base is under attack.
Alright, well I think that's a successful defense. You know, relatively successful defense. There's not much you can do. But let's go ahead and repair all this back up. That is all done up. Oh, these guys are finally starting to come down here, so we can go back up to this defense. We're not quite done yet. Almost, but not quite. I basically defended this entire portion by myself, except for just a few of the ranged units. Which just kind of goes to show how much of increase in strength I received from getting the upgraded rocket launcher and weapons. Oh. But yeah, that's that. That's that defense. Rarely any of the actual base took damage except down south, which I am totally fine with. But that's going to be it for this episode. I know you guys want me to activate the Rift portal now, but that's going to be next time. I am really running out of time to record this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys are excited for next episode, because next episode we get to start the Rift Station. I will probably build up a little bit more in terms of resources, but that's all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and I will see you all next time.